May is National Asthma and Allergy Awareness Month, and we have Dr. Julie Wendt here with us to give us some insight on those pesky allergies and what we can do to help. Dr. Wendt, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me, Lexi.
So you and I were just chatting a little bit about the fact that Arizona used to be a place that people would move to help alleviate their allergies. That's kind of changed.
Very true. I used to, when I was practicing in Illinois, I used to send all my patients to Arizona.
Wow.
And yeah, I hear that from patients all the time, that they moved as children in order to help them, and that would have been true. And now we've, our air quality has gone down, our pollen count has gone up and sees no signs of letting up. We've got the stink net going on.
Exactly. We were just talking about that. Brad and I were just saying that that's this new thing that has come in and kind of taken over, and it's not native, so no one is used to it. So it's affecting everybody so strongly.
That's exactly right. Yeah, it's terrible.
It is terrible. So what are some things that we can do to kind of alleviate this? I mean, what are some things at home that we can do?
Well, for asthma, there's a lot of different triggers. So getting into touch with the triggers, things like pollen, mold spores, animals perhaps, dust, changes in weather, humidity, cold, and not usually the issue out here, but the change in temperature can be a trigger for a lot of people, and that can cause an asthma flare. So
what's the difference between allergies and asthma? Because I think maybe sometimes we use them in the same sentence. There's a big difference there.
Yeah, we use them interchangeably because most of asthma has an allergic trigger, but not everyone. So I do find patients that don't have an allergic trigger. And there's multiple types of asthma, and if you see an expert, we can kind of walk through that with you. But some of the underlying triggers are the same for everybody, and we just need to get in touch with those, try and avoid them, and then treatment is predominantly the same regardless.
And so we have our handy dandy straws here today because you wanted to show me something about this.
This is how we try to simulate what an asthma flare is like. So try and breathe out the straw. And at first it's not too bad, but imagine doing this 24/7.
Yeah, it just like made me winded. You're right, at first it wasn't that bad, but then as soon as I continued breathing out, it made me feel like my chest was kind of tightening up a little bit, like I had to really forcefully push to get the air out.
Exactly. And you're stuck with this 24/7 if you're in the middle of an asthma attack, which is miserable. So you're not able to get fresh air back into your lungs. So there's a limit to what you can do. And that simulates the increase in muscle hypertrophy. If you're using a muscle a lot, it's going to get bigger, and the inflammation that blocks the airway, and that is what this is meant to represent. Not easy.
Not easy at all. Yeah, that was really difficult. And so if you're experiencing that on a regular basis when you're dealing with your asthma, that's not going to be fun. So Dr. Wendt, how do people get in contact with you to work with you?
Yeah, relieveallergyaz.com, or give us a call anytime, 480-500-1902. If you're not up in North Scottsdale, we do telemedicine visits. I'm really happy to help.
That's great. That telehealth medicine is a really great thing because you can be anywhere in the valley, or really anywhere around anywhere, and you guys can help them out. Well, thank you so much for this. Yes, it is that season, unfortunately. So everybody, call Dr. Julie Wendt. She can help. Hey, coming up, we have some great Mother's Day gift ideas for you after the break.